Hey y'all, this morning down in Texas, it became cold finally. So we had our first frost this morning, which I'm down in the Houston area. So for us to get frost and be really cold in the 30s is a miracle. So I woke up and I was like, I need something warm for tonight for dinner. So I just thought that a white chicken chili sounded amazing. So I wanted to share this with you guys. We're doing the Skinnyish dish and I really love, and I kind of make it a couple of tweaks on it. So I hope you'll enjoy. The first thing is a crock pot, obviously, and then crock pot liners. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like doing dishes. So these little crock pot liners, like $1 something, $2. Totally worth it. Once you get done, everything just pulls up, throw it away, and you're good to go. So make sure you get some of these. So to start out, we start with a couple, 1 to 2 pounds of chicken, depending on family size. I always start with a frozen chicken. I know usually everybody puts in fresh, but I've found doing crock pot meals that frozen actually is juicier and tender. It doesn't get overcooked as easy, things like that, because I know I'm not always right back at the 8-hour mark. So frozen has always worked really, really well for me. So all I do is kind of cut it out of the package and then stick it right in. So that's our chicken. Then next, what we're gonna do is 2 cans of the Great Northern beans. You can get whatever, obviously, you want, but these are the kind that I found. So I'm gonna put those in there. Make sure you're gonna drain these, but you're not gonna rinse them. So just drain. Also, another little tidbit I learned is I always have a little bowl with a little Walmart sack or something over it, and that's my trash bin, because I don't have time to keep running back and forth the trash can, make a pile. So once I get done again, just like the liner, I'm ready to go. So anyways, if I see me throwing stuff, that's where I'm throwing it. So anyways, back to the beans. So we've got 2 cans of the northern beans here. And then we're gonna include 2 cans, the 4 ounce of the green chilies, but we're lucky down in the South, we get hatch chilies, so they're a little bit smokier than regular diced chilies. So I've got 2 of the hatch chilies to get a little Texas kick in there. So I'm gonna add those in. So we're adding 2 of those in here. Gotta make sure I get all the good stuff. Okay, so we got those. Another thing that's not in the recipe, but I've learned to add over the years, it's the fire roasted diced tomatoes. It just adds a little more smokiness to it, and being chili, I wanted to have that. So I add in a can of the fire roasted diced tomatoes in here. So that is that. And then we're gonna add 1 1/2 cups of corn. I just get a little frozen bag and simple, easy peasy. So just pour that on in. So we're good on that. Now, as far as spices, I'm not gonna go through all of these. I'm gonna link the recipe below for you and also have it written out. I'll add in my little tweaks, so if you wanna use them, great. If not, totally your call. So I have all the traditional spices, but instead of the Lowry seasoned salt, little trick I learned along the way is my husband actually does barbecue cook-off. So he has a rub that he uses on one of his chickens, and since it's chicken chili, I actually use a little bit of his chicken rub in here instead of Lowry's seasoned salt. So it's got a few mixtures of some of the other seasonings, but I think it adds a little kick to it and something different. So anyways, so you'll go ahead and add your spices. Okay, and then we're gonna add in, oh, actually one thing I wanted to tell you. So at Thanksgiving last week, we were roaming the stores to find some, I don't remember if it was paprika or cumin, but we got there and of course they were out. You know, it's popular. So I taught my mom a little tidbit trick. Go to the health aisle if your grocery store has, and down in Texas we have H-E-B. We're extremely lucky. I love some H-E-B. They have a health food aisle and you can get like nuts and different things like that in bulk, but they also have spices. So you can actually get spices. Granted, this is a really big bag. We didn't get the whole thing, but we filled it up to maybe about here. So I mean, that's a pretty good amount. And as you can see, it was only $3. So if you guys get the little jars, they're $2 to $3 by themselves. So this was all in all 3/10 of a pound or something like that. So go get you some spices in the bulk area if your grocery store has them. It saved us a ton of money. Like I said, with my husband doing the barbecue cook-off stuff, I mean, we'll go get some paprika and not buy the little bottles. So tip I wanted to let you know about. So spices, something neat to know. All right, moving on. So we've got 1 3/4 cup of chicken broth. I always try to get the low sodium, obviously, but you use what you want. I'm gonna go ahead and add that in. All right. Okay, and I always just kind of stir it up just a little bit, just to make sure I've got, you know, the spices all mixed around at least a little bit. That way it gets into this juice and sauce and everything. So that is where we're at right now. I'm gonna go ahead and set this on low for 7 to 8 hours. Once we get done with that, about 30 minutes before you're done, you're gonna actually go in and shred the chicken and add the cream cheese and half and half. So once it gets time for that, I'll jump back on. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so while we have the white chicken chili going, I love desserts. I'm pretty sure some of y'all love dessert too. So I decided to whip up a batch real quick of 2 ingredient brownies. I know everybody loves 2 ingredient dough, but 2 ingredient brownies, yeah. So you only need, obviously, 2 things. So first, you can use regular brownie mix if you want. Obviously, the sugar-free brownie mix, Pillsbury has it. It'll save us a little calories, things like that, but it still tastes just as good. So sugar-free brownie mix you'll need. And then any kind of diet soda you want. So some people like Diet Dr. Pepper, Diet Coke, whatever. Coke Zero is what I had in the pantry, so we're using a little Coke Zero today. So super simple. All you're gonna do, pour in your cake mix. I'm sorry, cake, brownie, hello, brownie mix. Put that in. Got my bowl. And then all you're gonna do is crack open your diet soda, Coke Zero, whatever you want. Pour that over there. Let's get this back so y'all can see a little better. It's gonna get super fizzy, so be prepared. Get a big enough bowl. All right, so this is that. So I'm gonna go ahead, whisk it easy. So I had to put on my apron, just in case. I'm a very messy cook. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that. Hello, I'm Mandy. I'm a messy cook, so just FYI. So go ahead and get that stirred around. Now it's not gonna be a normal texture, so don't freak out. So it's gonna be real light. I can see it's almost like soupy-like. It's not thick. But I don't know about you guys, but obviously I like chocolate. When you can add a little more chocolate to your chocolate, yes. So I had an idea to add some of the Lowry's baking chips. They're the semi-sweet, yeah, semi-sweet. And you can actually have 48 of these for 3 points. I know it sounds like a lot, but what I wound up doing is, because on here, you can see it's 30 chips for 14 grams. So did a little math and wound up, I weighed on my scale. Everybody's got their Lowry scale. If not, if you wanna know more about it, I'll link mine below. I got it at Amazon, super easy. So I weighed out I think it was 25 grams, and then I went through and counted just to be sure. So it's 48 chocolate chips. So when these brownies by themselves, just with the brownie mix and Coke, if you do 12 of them, breaks out for all plans to only be 3 points. So I was thinking, well, if I add a little chocolate, it might be worth an extra point. But no, if you do 48 of these, the points don't change. It's still only 3 points. Hello. So more chocolate it is. So anyways, just wanted to give you that little tip if you want to add some more chocolate. I mean, you can add in you know, whatever other stuff you like to it, but that'll keep the points the same as it was originally. So all I'm gonna do is go ahead and spoon these. You can do a 9 by 13, but I went ahead and decided I was gonna do my silicone and just do 12 like muffins. I'm probably gonna make brownie a la mode, so I've got my no sugar added bluebell. And if you don't have bluebell where you're at, I'm really sorry, because it's amazing. And the no sugar added is pretty much I mean, as close as you can get to original homemade vanilla, but it's pretty darn good. And then of course we can add whipped cream, or I'm sorry, Ready Whip. We can add sugar-free syrup. I mean, we'll do it up, don't worry. So anyways, I'm gonna get these all divided up into the 12. So again, if you do it by 12, it's 3 points each. If you do it by 18, it's only 2 points a piece. So I'm gonna get a little more for 1 more point. So anyways, I'm gonna get this divided up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got these all divided in, and as you can see, they're very watery. So I just wound up using, I have a little Cheeto scoop, so I just kind of use that and try to get in there, and then I tried to clean up. I felt like I was on Master Chef or something, trying to clean up, make it look pretty for you guys, because it didn't look pretty. So anyways, so divide it up. Like I said, I decided to do cupcakes. You can do 9 by 13 pan, whatever your preference is. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the oven, 350 for 30 to 40 minutes. So I'll let you guys know on mine how long exactly it took once I get done. So I'm gonna put these in the oven and then we will check back with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I've got about 45 minutes left on my crock pot. What I'm gonna do now is take out and shred your chicken, and then we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients. So, if you want, you can just go in with tongs, fork, whatever. It should fall apart pretty easily. But I want to show you guys a trick that I learned from Little Less Ashley. So I'm going to show you this. So get your chicken out, put them in a plastic bowl. I think I just had 2 chicken breasts. Those in there. So I'm going to put the back on so it stays, keeps cooking. So instead of doing the fork and everything, because sometimes that's hard for people, so I just have the 2 chicken breasts in here. So what we're gonna do instead is I'm gonna get my handy dandy mixer. And yes, this is circa like 1970 something. You know, hey, it's still kicking. But anyways, you just put 1 mixer in, and then let me see if I can try to do this. So it just shreds the chicken. Sometimes it does better than others, but long story short, you get the gist. So your chicken gets shredded actually pretty easy and in better strips, because I still get chunks when I do it with a fork and stuff. So anyways, long story short, I'm gonna keep doing this. And there you have it, your chicken's torn up. So a little less effort, but you know, I think it's pretty easy and it does a good job. It gets small pieces. So anyways, just a little tip I loved that when I learned it, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So anyways, you've got your chicken shredded. So we're gonna add that back in. Just stir that around a little, mix it all in with the juice. All right, so after that, what we're gonna do is add 4 ounces of the fat-free cream cheese. So whatever flavor, I mean, if not flavor, brand you want, obviously. I just got the Walmart brand. So I have 4 ounces of that. I just went ahead and cut that up. Just makes it melt a little bit easier. So go ahead and add that in. And then you're gonna add 1/2 cup of half and half. Ideally, I wanted to get the fat-free, but they didn't have any. So I got the regular, and it's only a point more. So it wound up being the same overall because it's only 1/2 cup. So if you want to do regular, I guess you can too. So we're gonna do 1/2 cup of that. Add that in. And then we're just gonna stir that around and let that set for about 30 more minutes. Let the cream cheese melt. And then while that is finishing up, I did get the brownies out of the oven. So here are our 2 ingredient brownies. So they're a really good little size. I mean, they're almost as big as the palm of my hand, and you can see they've got the extra chocolate inside. So yum, I'm ready to try that tonight. So look, they're already gooey and yum. So anyways, once I get those fixed up, I'll make one for me and one for the hubby for dessert tonight, and I'll share that with you guys and show you a final picture of the chili. Once I get done with that, you'll be able to see that in a little while. you guys enjoyed your dinner and dessert Weight Watchers style. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for jumping on and watching today, and I hope you guys all enjoy the white chicken chili and 2 ingredient brownies. I'm going to be doing some more videos of cook with me, grocery hauls, meal prep, recipes, all kinds of fun stuff. So if you want to join in, make sure you subscribe down below and hit the little bell so you get notified whenever I post my video. We post it on Mondays. So until next time, I hope you all have a great night. See you later.